POV, you are the bitch.
Oh, all right. Okay, we are recording. Uh, yeah, there we go. Hello, everyone,
It won't need context.
and welcome to the Dreaded Isles of Pandakorr, session 26. Quick recap from last session. After the party had wound up getting back to Ibat, you guys took care of some miscellaneous things and met up with Jakob. A lot of information was exchanged, and the next location for the Coda map that was found by Pip and Jakob while you guys were, out of town. You guys kind of, re-upped on some gear, picked up a bunch of, potion making supplies, arrows, and what have you, and some food and whatnot. And then you guys all decided to head out to Bembo Camilla with a timeline that is running out in order for you guys to go over there and meet up with a ship that Jakob has arranged passage for the group on with a friend of his. You offered two obvious options. One would be just to hot-foot it around the desert and through the jungle, or you could go north and take a gamble in Bacanunya to see if maybe a ship would be available, and instead of taking the gamble, you figured you'd play it safe and stick to the ground. So the group started heading out with Pip as part of the party right now, with Leicester and Pip taking the lead. And you guys traveled around the desert throughout the jungle for a day with little incident, and we are going to pick up where the group was on watch. Let me just switch maps. Where are you? No. Come on. Oh, it's already starting. Yay! Stop that. Okay. Where are we? Yeah, what was it? Oh yeah, it was on second watch, halfway through the watch, and Alcaeus had caught the smell of rotting meat and tried to be sneaky and walked for a little tiny bit before waking up Leicester. I believe everybody else is sleeping. Everybody else, can you guys all see the map?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Alright, I have my monster map. My monster sheet preloaded. And I believe it was my turn. So here we go. Monster gets to go first when we begin. Okay, so Ogolo and Leicester are up. Leicester is still prone. The rest are sleeping. And that's kind of where we are. So it's going to go. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So this thing will start charging forward. So we got 5, 15, 20, 30... 35, 40. Alright. So that would be it charging forward. Everybody hears loud crashing while whoever's awake. And what kind of reach do I have? Oh, I'm still out of reach. I guess I would go over here then instead, because that puts me in reach. Okay. Alright. Okay. So whoever can see it, which Alcaeus can now see it, Leicester can see it, Golo can see it. Alright, so this large elephant comes running up, and it charges at Alcaeus, and it's going to try and gore the mighty Leonin. First roll of the night. Ooh, 19. Does that hit you? Shit.
Yeah.
Alright. And then, and, that's all I can do. Okay. So, Leicester, it's your turn. Oh, you know what? Actually, everyone who's sleeping, let me get a perception check at disadvantage. DC 13, you'll be able to wake up and roll initiative. All right, Fomher, you're just gonna wake up.
Hey, Eric, before I was muted, I'm sorry. I'm gonna use a luck to re-roll, but do I re-roll at disadvantage or
No,
regular
just
for the
roll
luck?
1d20.
Okay.
And then you get to choose which of the three, which, the 14 will be. Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
Okay,
you know which
cool.
one.
Yep. Very cool. Who are we waiting on? We have Pip, we have Regis, Duthryn. Matt, you there? Oh no. All right. So yeah, everybody hears like the ground rumbling or feels it rumbling and stuff like that.
Hello? Can you hear me
Hey,
now?
there you go. Yeah. Let me get a
Okay.
perception check at disadvantage.
Alrighty.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah. So everyone starts feeling the ground shake, and you hear like this, like a gargled trumpeting sound, from this elephant, something like that, and there's some stirring and stuff, and then like Regis like kind of snores real loud, goes, and then he's like what, and then he quickly farts, and then everybody wakes up. All right. So whoever was sleeping, let me get an initiative roll from you so we can get you in combat.
Do you want me to just keep my 4.14 or?
Yeah, I guess we'll keep yours.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
because
fine.
that was your initiative, right? Actually, no, reroll
Yeah,
that. Reroll that.
Okay.
I'll let you reroll that. That's fine. Okay, cool. All right. Is everybody in there? Everybody in there. Where's Leicester? Oh, Leicester's right there. Okay. All right. So Regis.
No.
Go ahead. What's
Hey
up?
Eric, should we be seeing the monsters health bar and,
I'm sorry.
or at least the health bar?
You don't see the health bar?
I don't see the monsters health bar
Okay, hold on. Let me fix that right quick.
or initiative if we're supposed to see their initiative. I forget.
Yeah, the initiative's not up there.
Okay, cool.
Come on. Yeah, initiatives. Roll 20 is acting real slow for me. Super slow. Alright, let's get this. Alright, everybody should be able to see it now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, cool. Okay, so everybody except Agolo and Lee and Alcaeus are prone. And it is... Okay, Regis, you'll go. What would you like to do?
I will grab my shield and jump up to my feet,
Alright.
and then cast light.
Ooh. There we go. What is that?
Because I can't see shit. It's 20 feet bright and 20 feet dim after that.
Okay, cool. Oh, what? Oh, they changed the token settings again? Hold on a second.
Wait, they did it again?
It's like I don't have...
I can't keep track of all this.
Hold on, dynamic lighting. Okay, can you see?
Me? No. That's why I'm casting light.
Is your screen completely black?
Everything except for the little campfire, and I see myself
Okay.
and Fomher and...
Let me feel the vision. Okay, let's see. So, bright light. What is it? Bright light is 20, and then another 20 of dim?
Yeah.
Okay, hopefully I'm setting this up right. What the fuck is this? I hope this works. It doesn't look different on my screen. Does your screen look different?
No.
No, it
This
does
one.
not. Okay. why would it do this now? Bear with us, whoever winds up catching this. Okay, token vision is on. Does anybody have experience with this?
That's new setup.
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah.
No, sir.
Crap. If I could see your screen. Quick stream real quick so I can see your screen.
Can other people see the map?
I can see it.
Everybody can see the map. Okay.
I can see it, but I have.
Yeah. No, I'm just wondering why his token is, because I had set it up before, the same as you guys. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Advanced and legacy settings. Let's see. Oh, multiple legacy lighting. Let's see if I can get this on. Hold on. Oh, fuck. No. Okay. Oh, boy. Alright. We're going to try something different. Do a little, ingenuity. Let's see. This sucks. Alright, this is just the fastest thing I can grab, so. Let's see.
Yeah, what would make this way easier is if we just kill this elephant and find some goggles of night. Shove up his asshole.
It just ate someone that had them.
Gift from the gods.
Or kill me so I can make a dark vision character. Regis comes back as a gnome.
Wait until we get reincarnation and then you can go back.
There's a part of me that would love for a character I have to go under the reincarnation spell and do the random table.
Can anybody see this? The little fire thing? Is that giving off light?
No.
Nope.
I see it, but it's not giving off light.
Alright, yeah. Roll20's like, fuck you. Alright. Yeah, hold on, let's see. We'll figure it out. It's not Roll20's fault. It's my fault. Let's see. Dynamic lighting.
It's Regis's fault.
Why would that? It should be on. Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
I'm blind.
Did everybody lose
I've
everything?
lost my sight.
Yep.
Yeah, I have no vision.
I can see though. Fuck all of you.
Can you really? can you really?
Yes, I can
Do
see
we?
if I.
Oh
What?
my god. Alright. Oh, shit.
What dark magic is this?
See, even I am blind.
Okay, yeah, because I switched the map over to the
Life
new
for a
dynamic
life.
lighting. I'm gonna have to redo everyone's tokens. All right, so Regis, you can see, and I'm just gonna go through the
It's
line.
first.
right for help.
I'm gonna go through the line and fix everybody's token as we go.
Help. Yes.
Okay, so you want me to go?
Yes,
Okay.
and don't forget to go when you leave. All right, go ahead. I said that backwards.
Alright, so I will move up 10 feet and then cast as a bonus action spiritual weapon.
All right, cool. All right, let's get your. I still didn't set that up for you either. Oh my god. I've been so busy with finals. Okay, details.
Damn life.
Yeah, tell me about it. My son's failing Spanish. I'm like super fucking pissed.
Oh no.
It's just he didn't do the assignments, that's it. You know?
Oh.
And his teacher was like, oh, I'll give him a few more days and blah blah blah. I told my son this was like Friday. And he didn't do anything over the weekend, so I emailed his teacher and I was like, fail him. Some people gotta go through life learning shit the hard way. Like I can't even assign the damn token right now.
You want me to just use like my mage hand?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, please.
Yeah, you're good. No,
Yeah, let's do that for now.
Work. Alright, so I'm summoning it right next to the giant elephant, dude.
All right, cool. Quick little incantation. This thing appears.
And then I will swing away.
Roll up. Nice. All right, so this glowing mace swings and hits this creature. You hear a wet thud, like a, and smacks the side of this creature. Anything else?
I will. Nope, end my turn.
All right, Pip. You can't see, right?
Nope.
Okay, let's fix
Nope.
that right quick. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this for everybody, so just bear with me. We'll set up everybody's tokens again. You have dark vision?
60 feet.
60 feet, alright. 60 feet. What's this night vision effect? What the hell is that? Ooh, I don't know what that is. We'll play that later.
Sounds like something a halfling would have.
Alright. What about now?
Yes.
You can see. Alright, cool.
Oh crap, it looks so different. Okay.
Is it gray?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it is gray. That's the dark vision. The gray. Okay. Alright, interesting. Alright, you're up. What would you like to do?
I look at dark vision a little bit more. I will just do tried and true guiding bolt after I stand up, of course.
Okay, go ahead, roll up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to switch that again. Let's see what this is.
Standing up, guiding. Where? There you are. I haven't used your sheet for so long. Guiding bolt.
Alright. That
Oh, now
hits.
it's not gray anymore.
Now it isn't gray, but now it's weird. The edge of your thing is weird. It's like gray on the
Yeah.
lower right.
Yeah, it's gray on the lower right, but
Oh my-
completely dark. It looks like an egg. I don't know.
Alright, hold on, let me switch that back. Alright, so that hits. This bolt of radiant energy comes shooting out from Pipkin, hitting this massive creature, and it's now sparkling with this radiant glowing energy. Alright, anything else from you?
No,
Oh my god.
that is it.
Now your character sheet's freezing up.
Oh no.
Come on, roll 20. Alright, hold on, let me put that back.
We have to get on extra early for tomorrow just to make sure my stuff is screwed up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, now it's back to gray.
Alright, we'll fix that. Okay, Duthryn, you are up.
Alright, I cannot see.
You cannot see. Alright. Hold on, let me do this damage on the thing. And it is glowing. Okay. What is that purple lettering? What are you doing? Landon.
I'm not doing anything.
Bad Canadian.
What?
Stop that shit.
What?
Get rid of that.
I wasn't doing anything.
Get rid of that.
Oh, is there actually stuff there? Oh, sorry. I couldn't see it, so I did not. I'll just...
Yeah, there's like squiggly shit everywhere. It says help.
Sorry.
Oh,
I was panicking. I was panicking when
Is
we
there
originally
help?
went blind.
And then deletes the token.
I'm glad my cries were heard.
Ever seen?
I get them.
Vision.
Can't see them. I'm just deleting randomly.
Night vision. 60 feet. You at 60 feet?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Alright. We'll go with this. Boom.
Pretty sure you deleted your token too.
I think.
I don't have that power.
Yeah, you do. Where is it?
It's
Do I?
gone. It disappeared.
Yeah, that's
so,
weird.
and your initiative.
I don't even know where it went.
What?
Oh my god, why is this why is my
How did
icon
I
look
do
like
that?
Do you see that? The icon looks all weird.
I can see nothing. I've just blindly deleted myself from existence.
Alright, we'll get you back in. Hold on. You go after full.
It was the rabbits. They came for you.
What's this?
The assassins, they finally found me.
Oh, it looks normal there. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play with this because does the elephant token look weird? Like I see like a weird red splotch on the top and like a black splotch on the
Nope.
right.
No, it looks
No.
normal.
Yeah, it looks fine to me.
That's so weird. All right. All right, you're up, Duthryn. What would you like to do?
I'm going to stand up, and as an action, she's going to touch her armor, and she's going to start wrapping around her.
All right.
So she has her armor on, and she's going to run up there. That's all she can do. And then Ogolo's going to blast the undead mammoth thing.
Alrighty. Go for it.
Okay. Click it, please. Thank you.
Nice. Alright, cool. Yeah, this little blast of force
Roll with
comes
advantage.
out. Oh yeah, roll with advantage.
It was not.
Yeah, so go ahead, just roll one more time.
Yeah.
She
All right.
okay. Alright, so this little blast of force energy comes out of this little floating cephalopod.
Yeah.
Winds up
And it's
hitting
going to
this.
move back there.
Alrighty.
That'll be my turn.
Cool. Alright, Leister, let's drag you back out onto the board. Where's... Oh, you got rid of baby too?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know where baby was, but...
I was blindly deleting. I can't see anything. I was just grasping for help.
Panic clicking. Alright.
Leister and Baby have now been merged.
Okay,
Yes.
let's see.
Weister.
Night vision.
Placed.
I should have probably done
That's
all these
this
changes
is how
months ago.
this is actually how Pip's people were created.
Do you have...
Oh,
Do you have let's see, you got dark vision, right? 60 feet? Pretty standard?
no. Yes.
What about baby? What's baby's dark vision?
I think baby's is better than mine. One second, let me see. No, 60. Yeah, 60.
Same deal. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna have to save all of these. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. That should have fixed it. Click your token whenever you get a chance. Roll initiative, and change it to. I think it was 7.
Initiative. Yeah, it was 7 something.
All right. So while you're doing that, we're gonna jump to Fomher. All right, Fomher, you're up. You can't see either, right?
Correct.
All right. Let me fix it real quick.
Uh,
And I know your night vision is different. Okay.
Yeah, 120 normal vision, not dark vision.
Right. Okay. Cool.
So I still get all the Technicolor fun.
Yeah, you should be. Okay. Yeah, you're good to go. Okay. What
Yeah.
would you like to do? Your plan.
Excuse me. I will stand up with my shield, action, summon my sword. Bonus action. What's the range on this? Cool. Bonus action, Hexblade's Curse on the elephant.
All right. Cool. You want to describe what that looks like?
It is as I reach my hand out with the same hand that I'm holding my sword, grasp my sword in, beam of just bright white light shoots out from a ring on my hand and just wraps around the creature, not in the same way the guiding bolt does, but just as like a floating aura that seems to almost be pulling from it.
Very cool. All right. Anything else?
And then I will move. That didn't work. Hold on. There we go. 15 feet for my half movement, and I am done.
All right. Leister, you gotta. Hold on. Are you in there?
did I do? Yes.
Okay, yeah, you're in there. Okay, cool. Let me just readjust this real quick. Doo-doo-doo. Alright, so next. Roll 20 acting funky. Alright, Lysa, you're up. What would you like to do?
Yeah, it's being suspicious. Stand up. Draw my bow. Bonus action, hunter's mark. To shoot the bitch.
Shoot a bitch.
Shoot the bitch.
It's like my favorite spell.
Yes. Okay. Where's the longbow? Yuck.
Alright, no, that's a hit.
Yuck.
And that's a hit.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, cool. So we got.
Good.
Alright, cool. 2 arrows go out, and they just both sink right up to the fletching in this thing. There's like very little resistance. And they just bury themselves just into the hide of this creature. Alright, anything else?
Good.
Oh, wait. Oh, that's what the extra 2d6 is for. Okay, hold on. Okay.
Just back up a bit.
Alright. Alcaeus, you're up.
I only can see because of Pip.
You only can see because
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. Alright, let me fix your token. You're 60 feet, right?
Yep.
Alright. Alright, it's not as difficult as I made it sound. I was just freaking out. I think we're good to go.
My old
There we
panic.
go. Oh wow, that is funky. Okay.
Can you see all the different colors now on it?
Oh, it's like a rainbow of gray.
Oh, okay.
Because I have Pips and then I have Alcaeus.
Oh, yeah.
They're
yeah.
overlapping, so it's
Okay.
multi gray.
Okay. Okay. What would you like to
Oh, gray. Okay. I want to hit the bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am not happy. Every time I try to sleep, I get woken up. First the wyvern, now this thing. Going to smack it. Smack it with my warhammer. Let's go. One attack.
Ooh, I mean, it winds up slamming into the side of this creature, like into its like shoulder or forearm or something, and it's like you can see the ripple of the muscle and the flesh and whatever, but it doesn't seem to make purchase. Just like a
Second attack, even harder.
that hits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it hits, and because I'm a grumpy cat, I got
Wait,
woken up.
before you continue.
What?
Yes, it hits. Go ahead.
Yes, of course. Yeah. I'll do a second level divine smite. Is it undead?
It is undead.
Okay, I'll roll an extra d8 then. Let's see, that would be 4 of those. Okay.
Nice. Holy shit. All right, so 20, 31, 34, 36. Wow. Yeah, the first one, it just bounces off this creature's hide, it's on the ripple, and then you come back and, it starts glowing with a little bit of ferocity and just... And this one, it's like a huge chunk of meat just falls off this creature. And everybody can see now, there's like, this huge chunk that just fell off and slopped onto the ground. You can see a bunch of like maggots and grubs and stuff moving underneath. Or moving around like the exposed muscle.
Yep.
Anything else?
No. Just take a grub and eat it. Say slimy yet satisfying.
You.
Can I steal my
I now know who your parents are.
Alright, read this, you're up.
You were adopted by two fathers.
I will hold up my holy symbol and cast Bless
Cool.
on Leicester, Fomher, and Alcaeus. So D4.
Alright. Everybody mark your token with that little heart thing or something so that we know you're under the effects of a bless, please.
I will then use my bonus action to attempt to smack it with my spiritual mace.
Cool. Go ahead, roll up. Oh, that misses. Well, I mean, it hits, but it doesn't do damage. Yeah, same thing. This mace comes in. It just like, hits just like, thick flesh and it just kind of like ripples and stuff.
And then I will go 5, 10, 20, 25 feet over to there. And then my turn.
Cool. Mr. Pip.
Screw it. Another guiding bolt.
All right. Go ahead, roll up.
I've got free uses. Why not?
There you go. We're in the middle of a long rest. The chances of something else coming are very slow or very low. Let's blast it.
Let's blast it. Let's blast it. There we go. Blasting it.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. Blast goes up and hits it again, searing a bunch of this, this rotting flesh with the radiant energy, and it's starting to sizzle and it smells really nasty. But it's now glowing and pretty sparkling radiant stuff. Next attack against it gets advantage. I will adjust the hit points as soon as Roll20 lets me. It's still showing the animation for the beam of energy. Oh my god. What's going on? What's going on? You see this, people? You see my screen? Well, not yet. But you will. And this looks weird.
I saw the boom.
This just looks weird. My whole screen, it's like... I'll take a screenshot. And I'll throw it in Discord just so you guys can see. It is very weird for me right now.
Well, be clear, it's all mental.
That would be fucked up. But, alright, anything else, Pip?
No.
Alright. Duthryn, back up to you.
Alright. I am, as for an action, going to cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it.
Here, I'm going to set you up right now. Hold on. Let's do this. Well, actually, I'll set up the token on this map, and then we'll put it in your library, so you'll be able to do it whenever you like.
Okay.
What color do you want?
Teal.
Teal. All right, I have a purple one.
What color do you want?
I don't like saying what color I have, because if you choose purple, then it's like, oh, perfect, I got it. Hold on, let's see. Hold on. I can't find anything.
What do you want for dinner? Oh, I want pasta. Well, we have fries.
Oh, great! I'm making hamburgers. Lucky you.
Yeah.
Wait, Eric, you heard a Canadian say that they had fries and you go to burgers and you don't go to poutine?
Poutine?
What's wrong with you?
I'm not Canadian. I don't know what that shit is. That's gravy fries, right? I only know of that through movies.
Gravy fries with cheese curds.
Oh, see, I didn't even know it had cheese on it. Yeah, I don't
Sometimes
know
other shit if you go to the fast food places.
Oh, yeah. I was basic poutine.
Only thing I know about Canada is that they're like the happiest place in the planet. And,
Incorrect. Very incorrect. That's propaganda.
That's propaganda. I have fallen for the fake news. What's the area effect of the fairy fire?
20
feet. Okay.
20 feet.
Alright, bear with me. This is taking so long.
Whoever's animal that is, please give them kisses.
Hell yeah.
That is my cat.
Hell yeah.
And he gets plenty of them.
More.
It's a pain.
All I have is chickens. It's dirty fucking feathered rats.
What do you call them? Feather
He is
rats?
just mad that he woke up from his nap and I was in a different room.
Yes, dirty, dusty.
Okay.
But free eggs?
Not free. You gotta feed the shits.
Well, okay.
Okay. That's the
More
fairy
convenient
fire.
eggs than going to the store.
That's the
Oh
fairy
yeah,
fire
and
for
they're
all intents
much
and
more
purposes
vibrant.
For now.
Oh.
I will send it to the back. And then I will... Is that a cool spot? Is that where you want it? Or you want it in a different spot?
Yeah, I want to hit it. No, I want to hit him.
Hit only. Okay. And what am I making? A dex save? Dex save,
yes.
DC 15. I'm going to laugh if this thing dodges it.
I will laugh too.
Natural 20.
It's taking forever. Alright, no, that's a fail. Okay, so this thing starts glowing with this teal purple energy, and and everybody is it animated? It should be animated on your side. For the duration.
Yeah, it's
okay, it sheds
animated.
light in a 10-foot
Yeah, it is.
radius, and anybody who can see it gets advantage on their attack rolls against it. Alright. Alright, anything else?
More lighting effects.
As a bonus action, Agolo is going to shoot it again.
Okay, go ahead, roll up.
Your squid has a gun?
That's a hit.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's a really large creature and not very dexterous.
Fair enough, I guess.
Alright. Yeah, so little again gets hit with this little force bolt from the little floating squid thing. Anything else?
No, that'll be my full turn.
Alright, I'm gonna go.
Oh, wait. No, I'm sorry. I am going to move up.
Okay,
Sorry.
no worries.
I am going to move up.
Okay, this thing is going to
There you
try and kind of like knock Alcaeus up in the air. So let's get an opposed athletics or acrobatics check from the mighty lion.
Clearly an acrobatics check.
Oh, I rolled shitty. All right,
Clearly.
you should.
Lions are dexterous.
You should be able to avoid this
Oh,
without a problem.
I was being prompted into an acrobatics check. You know what? I'm going to do it.
You gonna do it? Okay, all right, here we go. Kimball's taking over the battlefield. Hey, you make it. Okay, yeah. So this thing just goes like to try and like start pushing you, and you quickly. Oh, I didn't see Duthryn there. All right, and you quickly just like kind of like dodge out the way, and then what it's gonna do is it's gonna take its tusks, and it's gonna try and hit Duthryn. Okay, let's see. 22. Did that hit?
Yes.
All right, 22 piercing damage. So it's like this thing tried like knock it into Alcaeus, and Alcaeus like I don't know what he did, like hit it in the side of his knee, and it like it caused it to like kind of stumble to the side and just gore. Okay, yeah, concentration. You're fine. You're fine. All right, yeah. So 22 piercing. Fomher, you're up.
I never said you couldn't do acrobatics. I said the clear option was acrobatics.
Oh,
There's a difference.
yeah.
All right. I am going to move forward. And as I can't quite get into close range with it, I will bonus action Misty Step to the back of its neck with my sword outreach to just stab into it
Like on top of it?
as I reappear. Yes.
Okay.
It's a big creature.
Yeah. I know there are rules for like doing all that shit, but it's cool. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Let's see. And at advantage, right? Because of the verifier?
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
That's attack number 1.
Nice.
And attack number 2.
Very cool. All right, so you are on this creature, on top of it, and you just go and stab down real hard, and then you twist it and then pull it back out, cutting, as your blade is exiting this creature's, the back of its neck, and it's like thick blood kind of like oozing out. Let me make sure I get the right creature. Okay, very cool. Yeah, that thing seemed to like hurt it a lot, and it's like it's barely standing. It's kind of like wobbling, like kind of just like wobbling in place. All right. Anything else from you?
That is everything I can do.
Alrighty, Lyser, back to you.
Shoot the bitch.
Go ahead, roll up. Alright. That's cool, that's enough. Yeah, one arrow comes and just it catches this thing like right between its eyes, and you hear like a crack, as the arrow, pierces through the skull and, buries itself in a couple of inches. And this thing starts like kind of tumbling around. Let me get a dex save from Alcaeus, Duthryn, and Fomher. We're going with a DC 12.
Fomher within 10 feet?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's an extra. So far,
does that mean I add the charisma or whatever?
Yeah, +2.
Okay.
Oh, and a D4 for bless, but I'll re-roll that, Eric, unless you're.
No, it's fine. Just keep the 2 plus the. You're fine.
I rolled with advantage by accident. That was
right. We'll just take the first number. You're good. Low DC.
Okay.
Okay, nice. Okay. Yeah, so this thing just winds up like kind of, like splopping to the ground. It almost hits you guys as it's doing it. And Fomher very gracefully manages to keep his balance on top of this creature.
I'm gonna
pull a Legolas and slide down the head and trunk as it falls.
All right, hold on, wait! Don't do that just yet.
Oh.
All right, first one.
Oh wait, there's more.
It's gonna spit out more.
Yeah, so this thing is it drops to the ground and then it starts like immediately kind of standing back up. So Lyser, you'll get your second attack if you want.
Oh.
Yes. Shoot, bitch, shoot. Do I re-roll or do I just keep the
You get advantage also because it's still in the fairy fire.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, so this thing starts standing up, and another arrow winds up coming from Lyster, and it actually splits the arrow that's already in its head, and this one buries itself all the way up, and now it just stops moving and falls skin. And that's it. It stops moving. Okay, Lyster. This is, well, you got species enemy on this, so I'm gonna whisper you stuff that you would know about this creature.
Yeah, it's both as a beast and undead. Lyster knows everything.
Why can't I whisper?
Oh no.
Okay, there we go. Okay. Alright, and we are out of initiative.
Oh.
Alright, so yeah. So this big carcass is on the ground. It just completely reeks. It smells horrendous. Thick blood and maggots and large grubs and stuff. You can hear them kind of squirming, underneath like the flesh and pretty nasty. But you guys can act freely and do whatever you like.
She said there was some maggots and bugs.
Mm-hmm.
Pippa's going to
Breakfast.
go collect a couple of those.
Okay. Sounds good. How are you going about doing that?
Let's see what Pip has. Don't know what's on my character sheet anymore. An herbalism kit that might have some stuff in it. So what does an herbalism kit have? Herbalism kit. Ah, it does have pouches and vials. Yeah, I'll put them in some of the pouches and vials in my herbalism kit.
All right, cool. How are you collecting them? You just like grabbing them, or what are you doing?
Yeah, just. I mean,
No, I'm scaring them.
do they count as small beasts?
I guess tiny
Or
or
are they undead
minuscule.
maggots? Yeah, I can talk to them, but just be like, hey guys, come on. Your new home.
All right. Let me get an animal handling check
I'll feed you.
with advantage.
And we'll handle it with advantage.
All right, cool. Let me get a d6. 2d6.
2d6. It's too many dice you're asking me to roll.
Okay,
Nice.
cool. All right, yeah. So you get your pouch or whatever, and you put them close, and you're talking to them. You know, and at first it seems like they're ignoring you a little bit, but you know, after a little bit of time, a couple of them will start kind of like, you know, leaving or ignoring the rotting meat that's in front of them, and they will jump into your little pouch or whatever you're keeping them in. What's everybody else doing?
Excellent.
Do you think we could take the tusks? Would they be worth anything?
If they're still in decent condition, the thing looks. I don't know what put it in the condition it's in.
It was turned.
Whatever you're going to do it fast. Because I'm going to drag it away from camp to not attract any more things during our rest.
All right. So what's everybody doing?
I'm just gonna go back to sleep.
Okay. All right. So Regis is
Sounds
going
like
back to sleep.
somebody's harvesting tusks.
Fomher, to answer your question, yes.
So I don't know if the rest of you can see it, but there's a looks like a small pond or something over that way yonder. That's glowing.
Glowing. Perhaps we should check it out.
Regis, do you sure you want to go to sleep on your own, or do you want to come with us to check out a glowing pond?
Alright, I was just going to sleep because of the awkward silence, but I'll follow you over there.
Free movement, Eric, or do you want us pacing?
30 feet at a time, or you know, whatever your movement is.
Yeah. 30 feet.
Is there anybody not going over there?
I said I was going to drag the creature away from camp so it doesn't attract anything while we sleep.
Who's gonna do that?
Once everybody's done fighting with it. Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna try and drag it.
It's not a tip. I mean,
How much can you lift?
Just gotta do it. Pip can do it.
I mean, this thing is
Sister
like
can help.
this thing is multiple
who,
tons.
Alcaeus?
Yeah, it's like multiple tons. How much is your elephant? Like 10 tons?
Together.
Even undead.
It's still meaty.
Heavy. And it's dead weight. But it's...
Just cut it up into smaller pieces.
Look at my warhammer. 30 times strength score. Do math here.
All right, so while they're playing with the body, whoever's moving towards wherever they're moving, you can continue moving because they're gonna be there for a little bit, collecting the grubs and doing whatever else.
I'm just following Fomher because he's the one that knows where we're going.
All right.
If it weighs that much, most I could drag would be like 1,000 pounds. But
Yeah, you can't you go to push this thing, and it's like, the skin kind of breaks underneath the force that you're putting into it, and your hand kind of sinks into this rotting meat a little bit, but it's not moving. Regis and Fomher, you're starting to feel that tickling sensation on the back of your neck.
Like we felt in the forest.
Yeah, and hopefully you guys can all see this. This should be kind of obvious now to you guys. Whoever's in the area.
Now, when I scroll,
that glowing thing from earlier. That.
Is it enough to where I can easily see it?
You can see it, yeah, because this thing on the south, that glowing plant is actually kind of producing enough light to where you can kind of see it from a distance. The lake, not so much. It's more like a slight phosphorescence to it, but this is definitely glowing. And go ahead.
Does that plant look like? I don't remember. Did we see any plant like that in the forest? Specifically like this?
I don't remember you guys seeing that. I don't recall.
I don't think so. We saw many evil plants, but no glowing ones.
Can I roll to see if I remember this from being around any of the Fey kind of forested stuff that I'm used to in my past?
No, they won't be anything like that from anybody's past. Okay. There are a couple of people, I want to say probably Leicester and Alcaeus. If you want to give me either history or nature checks with disadvantage.
Once I get over here.
Yeah. Once we're done playing with the dead thing.
Yeah. So all right. So you guys, you don't recognize.
Pushes, give up.
So you don't recognize. You don't recognize that plant or anything like that. But this plant has really wide leaves. Some of the leaves are a good 2 to 3 feet wide and long. They're almost just I don't want to say standard leaf shape, but that doesn't make sense. They're almost like a spear tip, a spear shape, like a wide spear point. And there's a bunch of little tiny lightning bugs and all different kinds of things, kind of moving around it. Alcaeus, as soon as you realize you can't move this, in the form that it's in now, you can give up whenever,
Okay.
I'll move up into the kind of the bushy area here, so I'm kind of hidden, and then start ritually casting detect magic.
Okay. Let me get a stealth check from you, and then you can start doing your ritual. My beautiful map is being fucked by Roll20 Dark Vision.
There's just got some loud thunder here.
I think it looks nice, Eric.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, the stuff in bright light looks nice.
Yeah. So Regis is trying to hide, but he has like a glowing sword on him, so it's kind of poking out from the bushes.
Looking in the water, can I see? Is there anything in the water, like any fish or anything like that?
Let me get a quick perception check
Is
from
it
you.
clear enough to see that?
Let me get a quick perception check from you, please.
Son of.
It's kind of hard
Okay,
to
I should be
like.
close enough now. You said
Okay.
history with
Yeah, history or nature with disadvantage for either of you two. Fomher, it's really hard to see because like there's like this phosphorescent. It almost looks like an algae covering on a swamp, but it's like phosphorescent, so you can't really see beneath that. But there's a very faint glow coming from this pond, and Alcaeus and Leinster are both drawing blanks.
Go Team Intelligence. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just off a hunch, just for trying it in Sylvan. I'll just say, are there any other Fey folk around? Just into the air.
Moment goes by, no response. It's quiet.
Lester will be like, who are you talking to in Sylvan? Like, what?
I'll just reply back in common. I was just trying something to see if perhaps this was one of the type of one of those. I don't know, not to say entryways to the Feywild, but just where with these glows. And are you feeling that itch that we felt in the forest? I think this is going to be another area. If we were to cast anything too drastic here, we might it might feel a little different.
Well, isn't this pink plant a clear sign that the Fae seems to be here?
Oh, true. That's why I was asking if the Fey folk might be as well. They're pretty good at keeping themselves hidden from those they don't want seeing them.
All right, Pip, did you see that glowing plant at all?
Did I?
Did Pip? Not, I know Alcaeus has, but has Pip seen it?
Pip, do it. You're
I
smart.
mean, from where Pip is now, he can't see it.
Yeah, because it's in dark here. But so no, I can't see it yet.
Pip, why don't you come take a look?
Oh, sorry. Talking to my maggots.
Oh, okay, all right. Alcaeus, yeah, you joined a blank at first, but after thinking for a little bit, you kind of think it's what you just messaged me about.
Yay, notes! Note taking for the win. We can get sap from this. 40 gold pieces a dose. Believe it fits the description. Broadleaf plant that only glows in dim or dark light. We break off leaf at base of stem.
I do remember that. I do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that.
No,
Yeah,
that was
this
before
was-
your time.
This is
Ah,
Bacanunya.
Yep.
Faint glowing, warm, yellowish in East Forest. God damn it.
Yeah, that was from Shani.
did they give you a name for the plant or anything? For it?
Just glow plant. That's what I have. Yeah, move.
What does Eric?
There, Pip can see it now.
Okay. Pip, if you want, let me get. I guess let me get a nature, arcana, or herbalism from you. Your choice. Only because you're from the island. You're from here.
Herbalism with what?
Intelligence, unless the skill requires something else.
Oh no, it's query attribute. Second roll herbalism kit here. Same as my nature, but I like using my kit. Okay. Okay, maybe I don't like using my kit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Pip's not sure. But Alcaeus is.
Yep. Isn't that a turn? Okay.
While they're all doing that, Duthryn's going to stick her hand in the water and see if she can collect some of the algae.
Okay, yeah. You stick your hand in the water, and there's like a really, like almost a hypnotic ripple. You know that like as soon as you're touched, and it's like these little soft rings of light, kind of like go out from your hands, and well, you just sticking your hand in there, or like how are you trying to collect this stuff?
Yeah, just trying to get some of the algae on my hand so I could check it.
Okay,
Look at the algae.
Yeah, you stick your hand in there, and as you go and scoop some up, and your whole hand is just covered. It's coated in this phosphorescent algae. And you have some. It's like kind of sticking to your hand, not sticky like honey or anything. It's just
Yeah.
because your hand was wet, and that's it.
She'll try to get as much back into the pond as she can.
All right, yeah, you stick your hand in there and kind of shake it vigorously, and try and kind of like break the surface a little bit and quickly pull your hand out, and for the most part it comes off without an issue.
Huh. I wonder.
But the water felt like really cool, compared to, just like the general environment and
Oh
just
my
the
gosh,
moisture.
yes.
It feels like very nice and refreshing and cold.
She'll stick her face in
Okay.
past the algae.
Are you keeping your eyes open? What are you doing?
Yeah, she's gonna take a look around.
All right. Yeah, you stick your head underneath, and it's just like a bunch of plants and whatever stuff underneath. The water itself doesn't like seem to be glowing, except for whatever like algae might have fallen from when the surface was disturbed. But there doesn't really seem to be no movement, nothing, like no minnows, it's just water. Just really kind of clean water with this phosphorescent layer.
I'm going to speak in primordial,
Okay.
using my emissary of the sea.
All right.
See if I can get any of or see if there's anything underneath.
All right. What are you saying?
Hello? Is anyone home? Well, what everybody else hears is.
We just see bubbles coming from.
Yeah.
Is your head still underwater?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's
Yeah, we just see.
yeah. It's a little cup. Actually, not even bubbles. You don't see any bubbles. You hear like a muffled kind of gurgling.
Is our company so horrible she would drown herself?
Yeah, you're there, and no response or anything to whatever you say.
And say, I feel like I might be making some assumptions, but from what Duthryn has said in the past, I feel like she's quite at home underwater, so I think she's fine.
As she says that, she's going to slip into the water.
All right. Yeah.
Try to see how deep
she's
it
dead.
is.
Yeah. You quickly go down.
It's like, well,
like right over here at the edge, it's like you can feel the surface underneath the plants and stuff, and it's only maybe a couple inches deep, like right at the edge, and it it gets a little bit deeper towards the middle, but from what you can see, because you're pretty used to being underwater and whatnot. It doesn't seem like it's more than like 4 feet deep at the absolute worst. Just a little tiny pond. That's it.
Well, this is fun, guys.
But it does feel very, very refreshing.
It's nice and refreshing if you want to get in.
And the algae, as you come up, like the algae is starting to stick to your body. Everyone can see like it kind of starts like shifting on her body, and it starts going to wherever her wounds are, and they slowly start glowing softly, and they start closing.
Well, that's useful.
Oh my god, they're eating her.
Sarah's like, oh my gosh, she's dying.
The algae is sentient. It's taking over her body. It's getting into her bloodstream. Alcaeus, you had said how is it that you properly harvest the plant?
Break off the leaf at the base of the stem.
I have jars from my herbalism kit. I wouldn't mind trying to collect some.
Sure.
Oh, we lost Regis.
Regis went to go commune with God again.
Forgive me, Kimball.
His power flickered. He sent a message on Discord.
Well, we all know what Regis does in his private time with Kimball. So he's off in the bushes somewhere.
He literally is, I think.
That's the
In the
accent.
bushes, losing my religion. Trying to keep. All right. Okay. So,
And I also have gloves in the herbalism kit. I'm gonna put those on as well.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Those are just for protective.
So, all right. So you get your jars, or you get a jar or whatever. You put your gloves on. You approach this plant. You know, you have to get closer to it. But as you do, you know, the bugs and stuff kind of like start swarming around you, and they don't seem to be attacking you or, you know, or anything like that. And then what do you do?
I go to pluck a leaf at the base of the stem, with a jar ready to catch the any of the sap that comes out.
Okay. Let me get either a sleight of hand check or your herbalism skill check using dexterity.
I will definitely use the herbalism.
Duthryn, how long are you staying in there?
Duthryn's actually contemplating sleeping there.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, you're relaxing right now, you know, and it's slowly healing you, like over time. You know,
Okay.
it's not like a quick instant thing, but you are slowly feeling refreshed and whatnot. All right,
Okay.
Fomher, very, very easily, you know, you go in there calmly, and you kind of, you know, you get like underneath one of these really large leaves. You know, the plant itself is maybe 5 or 6 feet tall, you know, and it just has like a couple of these really large leaves on it. And you very easily just, you know, grab it as close to the you know, the main part of the plant, and you just snap the leaf off. And a glowing liquid starts to pool, you know, and it's very thick. It's very thick. Judging by, let's just say, your experience in the past with maybe syrup or, you know, gathering other saps and whatnot, you'll be able to get a dose, you know, let's say an ounce vial, and it's going to take about a half an hour in order to fill it up.
Can I just? Do I have rope? I should have rope. I do have rope. Can I just kind of tie this in a way so that I don't have to hold it for a half hour?
Yes.
But can.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
the
so you grab
Canadian
some.
elves.
Yeah, you grab some, like, you know, a piece of your rope, or, you know, whatever, or, you know, you don't have to use a 50-foot hemp rope. That's kind of over, whatever. But let's just say you're able to grab some like little vines and tendrils and, you know, whatever plant stuff, and you can, you know, fasten your vial to, you know, right underneath where this thing is pouring from, and you got it on there nice and secure. And it's just slowly, just like drip, drip, like super fucking slow.
I figured that since we still have to finish a rest, by the time we finish the rest, it'll be good to go, and I can grab it.
Okay. Very cool.
Do we think we should try to take any of the algae with us as we go?
I don't think it'll do us much good. The algae will probably die long before we are able to use it. Also, it seems to work very slowly.
You're pretty much healing like 1 hit point a round. So every 6 seconds, you're healing 1 hit point.
Okay.
Did you try drinking it? I'm back, by the way.
Hello. That was a quickie.
I
Pops up
mean,
from the bush.
I was breathing in the water.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make a difference being fully submerged or just as long as you're in it. It seems like the the algae will eventually make its way to a cut. So like just thinking about it, sitting in there thinking for a little bit. Let's just say you're pretty smart, your character.
Yeah.
If you would have left your hand in there, over time the algae would have probably crept up, seeking out your wound, and congregating there to do whatever.
Well, I'm good to sleep here tonight.
Well, we're a little further away from the rotting corpse. We could probably just kind of reset our camp here, so we're at least closer to Duthryn.
This all reminds me too much of glowing scorpions, and definitely don't want to leave them alone.
So we should go put out our other campfire, just in case. And if we need another fire, we can set one closer here. There's an open area north of the pond that's a little more open.
I'll adjust it. I'm just getting whatever.
It's not cold, is it, Eric?
Like no. It's pretty warm. It's probably in the mid to high 90s, give or take. Very thick atmosphere, very humid.
I mean, if we camp around the natural glowing, then we don't even need to set a campfire.
You're not wrong. All I know is I know it was getting close to my watch, but I think okay, so you've got a little time to finish. I just need a little bit left to finish recharging.
Oh, right. Watch. Yeah, I can do that.
And I'll just sit down into a meditative stance to finish. I think we were at a point where it was like in the last hour of Alcaeus' watch.
Yeah, it was halfway
before mine
through.
would start.
It was halfway through, yeah.
Okay.
All right. So did you want the fire?
2 hours. Okay.
No fire? Yes, fire.
Nah, no fire. We can go no fire.
All right. All right. Cool. All right. So Duthryn, you're just gonna completely submerge yourself, right? Just kind of whatever.
Yep.
All right. Cool.
Yep.
And, all right, so Alcaeus, you still have a little bit of a watch left. Everybody else going back to bed?
Yep.
All right, cool. All right, okay, so let me get a D10 from you. I do
D10.
not like this new dark vision bullshit. Okay. All right, your watch goes by without further incident. What would you like to do?
Well, look at Fomher to make sure he's up, and then we go to sleep.
I'm up.
All right, you wake up. Anything you want to do in particular for the first 2 hours of your watch?
No. Just a watch.
All right, cool. Let me get a D4 from you, please. Ooh. Okay. Let me get a perception check from
Oh
you.
no.
I don't like it.
Duthryn will come up in the morning and we'll all be gone. We'll all have been eaten in the night.
Duthryn, you can put your hit points back to max by now.
I already did.
Okay, cool. Cool. Okay. Alright, you can see. Okay. See, it looks good for you guys. Or it looks good for... Oh, let me see. crypts. It looks okay.
I don't know. Part of me thinks the dark vision idea of it going gray. Granted, I'm not dealing with it, but it's cool just because that is what dark vision says
Yeah.
as like the actual.
That's so weird. It looks fine.
Effect.
Oh no, I don't know what I did. I went back to being fucked up. Okay. Okay. You will hear the sounds of flesh being torn into, like wet, like. You're kind of hearing that, and you can
Someone's
see.
eating noodles.
You can see. So, give me 1 second. Doo-doo-doo.
Can I assume right that
Oh,
the
wait,
end of
I
my
can-
little trance is counted as a short rest?
No, you can't.
Or
I
it's
think
finishing my long
You gotta
rest,
do like
so
one or
everything.
the other, yeah. Hold on. I know Regis wanted to do detect
I
magic.
mean, everything goes back on it.
Regis, you did your detect magic ritual, and the plant and the pond
Yeah, earlier.
kind of glow a little. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that.
No, you're fine. So was there a school of magic for it?
Just enchantment.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Alright. Hold on, wait.
Uh-huh.
Alright, that's it. That's what you see. They do not appear to notice you.
I am just going to sit very quietly, keeping an eye on them. And I forget, am I the last watch of the night?
Yeah,
remember what
usually you
number
take the
watch we
last
were
two,
on.
I think.
Right. Yeah. So I'm just going to keep an ear out for them and what I can see of at least one of them right now, and just also kind of keep an eye on the group. That if I see anyone start to stir as they're getting towards waking up, and if what I see is still there,
Yeah.
I can move to whoever is stirring for my group to keep them quiet as they wake up.
All right. Let me get a D6 now. Okay, cool. You spend the next couple of hours just watching these things kind of tear this creature apart, and eventually they'll just wind up wandering off. Unless you do something to stop them.
Nope.
Okay. All right, cool.
They can go about their way.
All right, cool.
Oh,
They can go their own way. All right. Okay. Morning will come. Let me put the lights on. Hopefully it'll fix everything. Explorer mode. What the hell is that? Okay.
I don't know.
I think it's the new Fog of War stuff.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play with this. Okay. Yeah, so it'll be, let's see, you guys are early. You can, I don't know, let's say 7 in the morning. Sun is up. You can all see Fomher after looking. Oh no, that's it. Okay, yeah. So everybody will wake up. It's about 7 in the morning. You can see like some clouds kind of coming in overhead.
Celtics started.
All right, and oh, cool. Everybody can level up.
Level up.
Woo!
Mm.
Oh,
You did say the end of session was going to be exciting.
Oh.
Yeah, everybody level up. So everybody should be level 7 now. All right. If you are not level 7, make yourself
Yeah.
level 7.
Lunch level plus character magic.
All right. If you're gonna go ahead and roll hit points, go ahead and do that.
Oh.
Oh, that's
I
not.
shouldn't have rolled. Why did I roll?
It's alright.
I'm
It happens. Not very often, but I'm glad we got it on tape.
glad my suffering can be monetized. Like, comment, and subscribe.
I like, comment, and subscribe so we can eventually get monetized. That would be beautiful. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Watch the video, pay me a nickel. I'll take it.
It's just-
So the rule is, if we roll, we have to take the roll, or we take average.
Take average, correct.
Okay.
All right. I'm super fast now. Everybody's super fast. Stay
Going
up.
for it.
Do the
Super fast.
Oh, I'm good. I'll take that.
Very nice, yeah.
Oh, baby
Oh.
has gotten so much more training. Wow.
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 Yeah, baby wakes up and kind of flexes a little bit, and you can actually see like a little line where the muscle is underneath the fur.
Damn, baby got ripped.
Baby got some good hit points. Baby could probably
I have-
take on 8 commoners without a problem.
Mm.
I gotta think on this. I don't know what to pick.
See, that's another thing. I didn't know if you guys wanted the level up to be a surprise, or if you wanted me to be like, all right, you guys are going to level up at the end of next session, start thinking about what you want. You know, how do you guys prefer it? Do you like the surprise of, oh, level up, or do you kind of like knowing ahead of time?
I like the surprise.
I
Yeah.
prefer a surprise.
Yeah, surprise.
Okay, all right, cool. I did good then. Yay! I read my group. I made the right decision. All right, cool.
I'm just normally the type of person that I like sometimes even have my character built out 7 levels ahead
Right.
already in my head, but with Fomher I'm kind of trying to
That's cool.
even
See,
base
stuff like
it
that
more on
is
what's going on.
stuff like that is really good, especially if you're in a multi-class. That way we can try and work it into the story. You know, I don't think I'm doing it for this campaign, but normally I require some kind of training for multi-classing, or I don't know what I'm doing with this one. I forgot, but you know, just to make it easy. Who we Duthryn, are you going with average, or are you going to roll your hit points?
I went with average.
Okay. All right, cool. Cool. And then Fomher, because, I mean, we're going to end it soon, but just so you don't forget, when you go to collect your vial, there's going to be, like, bugs and everything all over the place because it started overflowing a little bit. So there's a bunch of, like, stuff on the ground and, you know, like, kind of mixed with the ground, and there's just, like, bugs all over it, completely covering it. So, you know, you can grab it, clean it
Is
off,
it going to
do
be a
whatever.
problem for me to like clear them, or
No. You'll be able to get
Yeah.
them off and clean the vial and whatever, but you know, and then stopper it. So just put you know, 1 dose of glow leaf sap. Put that on your inventory somewhere.
and then yeah. Okay, so did you say what the sap was supposed to do, or was it just the amount, a value that they gave you?
It was just a value.
Okay.
Believe it might have some, because we got it from a person that made potions, so it's definitely an ingredient. I just don't know which for.
Yeah, that was Shani.
And
Want that.
okay. I'm not an alchemist, so the only potion that I know is healing potions. So unless it's something with that, if it's a different type of potion, I wouldn't know
Well,
necessarily.
you're not familiar with this. It will be herbalism or arcana. There's a couple of different ways it can be used, but you just don't know about this. As soon as you get some research, you'll be able to apply it.
Gotcha.
Excuse me.
Oh,
Alright. We're gonna have to add these 4 spells in.
All right, if anybody wants to take the tusks off that mammoth, it's possible, and you can get some, you can trade them or whatever. But they're heavy.
So they're very big.
They're very heavy. Yeah, there's like 200 pounds each.
Should I take pass without a trace? Do we have someone that does that? I remember that being a thing.
Yeah, I mean, I have it as a domain spell all the time, so.
Okay.
But you get to change spells every day, don't you? Or is it known spells?
Yeah, it's only.
Is
I've got the ones I know.
Yeah, but you can switch.
And I can only change my spells every. Yeah, this is a level I can switch some.
So if there's a spell that you have now that you don't feel that you want anymore, or you haven't even used it for whatever reason, you can go ahead and swap that out. And don't forget that you have your racial spell too, your Hellish Rebuke, which would have been really cool to use on the wyvern when it hit you.
I know. I literally thought of it after my turn was done, and I was so angry.
Ow, that's it.
Yeah.
I know what I'm gonna take. Cool.
I need to tape it to my forehead or something every time we start a session and just.
Yay, my first taste of level 4 spells.
Ooh.
Oh no.
That's nice. Level 7's nice. It's a good level.
Yeah, Polymorph.
Polymorph is a good spell. Yeah,
Polymorph is a domain spell.
Even better. Oh yeah, Banishment is a good one. There's a lot of nice things. Oh, I'm getting the red bar.
Well, no, it's really nice for my domains. I got Polymorph and Dimension Door, 2 really good domain spells.
Those are, yeah. I like Trickery Clerics. I really do. I mean, mechanically, I think they're like the weakest, but they're still pretty badass. Like all clerics,
well,
I think are really nice.
To be fair, Tasha's helped it a little bit because now I can make it where like Sacred Flame just does an extra D8 rather than my melee attacks doing extra damage. So
that's nice.
Tasha's helped, but
yeah, Tasha's I think is a great book all around.
Yeah,
and I think. Honestly, I think the cleric that I'm always least impressed with is the life domain, because you can it doesn't, the healing boost isn't as good. The healing boost isn't as good as some of the other benefits from other domains, in my opinion, at least.
I mean,
I like that.
I can hear
the
that.
Twilight. The Twilight's really good.
Twilight's pretty nice, but like a life cleric, we had a life cleric in our first campaign, and she came in some really clinch moments, and she was even affected
better though.
I mean, it depends, because I mean, grave is nice if they're already down, But the thing is with and she was even following our homebrew rules here, because her deity is one of the forgotten ones, so she didn't even have access to spells above 3rd level, and she was still a pretty badass fucking cleric. I don't think we have too much of that recorded.
The healing when they're down, happens so much more often that it's helpful, to max that out. But it's also nice having like Path to the Grave to just double down on some damage.
Oh yeah, definitely. With the vulnerability. Oh yeah, definitely. But that's only if like people let their players drop. And in my game, you let your players drop, I will give them death saves. I attack dead people. Most people, they leave it alone, but nah, fuck that. Because of that whole action economy cheesy bullshit. It's like, oh no, it's not worth spending an action until they're down. It's like, all right, now you just lost 2 actions because you got to use your action to get them up. And then they're gonna lose their action or whatever. So I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. But yeah. So everybody level up. We're gonna end it here tonight. All right.
I took these spells.
Right, cool. Yeah. And because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave the map on here. I mean, if you guys want to walk around and look at the map, you can. But like throughout the week. But I'm gonna leave them on here because I have to save all of your tokens. I have to update everything. I gotta figure out what's up with that dark vision because I don't like that at all. And we'll get that all sorted out. So, with that being said, if you come and check us out, I'm sorry that we're ending it, halfway today. We were having really bad weather. I just got the red bar. You saw it. You're my witness. And yeah, we're gonna end it here. So hopefully next week we will start streaming. I'm really looking forward to this. I'm glad we didn't do it today because it would have looked really weird with all that dark vision shit. And then yeah, so come show us some love. Facebook.com/the D20 Initiative. Come check us out on YouTube, which is where you're gonna be seeing this. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, and hit that little bell. Give us a nice pat on the back, be like, you guys are awesome. That would be kind of cool to hear, even if it's not true. And you can always follow Leicester on Twitter and Instagram at forevercafe_. Go check out their artwork. They got some really cool stuff going on. And happy Pride Month, everybody. For everybody out there. Let's I don't know, let's enjoy the month, whatever that consists of. If you're part of the community, an ally or whatever, happy Pride Month, I guess. So yeah, and with that, is it Wednesday yet? We'll see you next week. Yeah, so I'll check you all out later. Good night.
Good night.